Every physical structure and human society is subject to the law of entropy. Over time, materials fatigue, networks break down, and even the most massive structures will eventually erode into dust. This creates a specific tension for the transmission of data. If the human hardware, our biological bodies and societal networks, inevitably corrupts, an objective truth cannot survive across generations without a way to bypass that decay. We see this as a stalled legacy. It is a catastrophic system failure where the original blueprint of divine truth is on the verge of being lost to the noise of time. Preserving that truth is a mechanical problem. A system requires a specific restorative intervention when its physical components fail, ensuring the signal continues even when the nodes carrying it do not. The figures of Zechariah, Maryam, and Abraham function as highly vulnerable nodes operating within environments that have reached this state of terminal decay. Zechariah's biological system is failing due to advanced age. Maryam and Abraham are isolated within toxic social structures, offering no support for their signal. By any physical or sociological metric, these scenarios represent the end of the line. Without an external intervention, the information they hold would die with them. The 5-letter preamble of Surah Maryam, Kāf Hā Yā, ʿAyn, Sad, serves as the metadata for the functional restoration of the legacy signal. It identifies the operational steps needed to restart a stalled system. The first pillar, Kāf, represents total systemic sufficiency. It establishes that the divine source requires no external energy to sustain its operations. It is fully capable of overriding any lack in the physical hardware. Ha provides the navigation protocol, giving a precise trajectory to the Ya, the individual human node who must process and carry the signal in real time. ʿAyn provides perceptive insight. This is the capacity of the human node to observe the source data directly, stripping away the distortion of cognitive or cultural bias. Finally, Shad ensures structural integrity. It acts as a validation check, ensuring the agent's internal state is perfectly aligned with the external signal. This 5-part combination identifies the operational mercy of the system, the restorative buffer that protects and restarts a stalled legacy. Restoration occurs when divine sufficiency and guidance empower a human agent to operate with absolute insight and integrity. Zechariah describes his own system in a state of terminal entropy. His bones are thin and his wife is barren. Physically, he has reached the limit of biological continuity. The Kāf protocol, the principle of sufficiency, overrides these biological limits. It proves that the source can initiate a system restart even when the physical hardware is failing. The result of this override is the birth of John, an agent characterized by wisdom while a child. This confirms that the guidance and insight components were successfully transmitted to the next generation. Zechariah's audit demonstrates that the divine blueprint is not restricted by human biology. It can force continuity out of absolute barrenness. Maryam represents the singular active node, the Ya, tasked with carrying a monumental signal without any traditional sociological support systems. She maintains the system's integrity through Sad, absolute veracity. By validating the truth through her actions, she prevents the signal from collapsing under social pressure. Abraham operates in a toxic system heavily corrupted by his father's idolatry. He uses ʿAyn, or insight, to perceive the flaw. By observing that his society worships hardware that lacks perception, he extracts the pure signal and breaks the cycle of decay. Maryam and Abraham show how internal integrity and insight can neutralize the forces of external sociological entropy. In this framework, legacy is redefined. The system does not rely on genetic bloodlines to protect its information. The law of inheritance, or warith, dictates that the future is inherited through the successful transmission of the uncorrupted blueprint. The true heirs are those who actively repair the system using the Kāf Hā Yā, ʿAyn, Sad protocol. Inheritance is determined by the alignment of the agent with the signal, rather than physical strength or wealth. Because inheritance is an operational mechanism, the survival of the truth is independent of biological extinction. A source capable of initiating the system from absolute zero possesses the capacity to restore it at any point in space or time. Every individual has the capacity to function as a node of continuity, utilizing this protocol to bypass the entropy of their environment. By bridging the gap between source capacity and the verified agent, the system ensures that its operational data, the words of the system, remains accessible to every generation, regardless of the decay surrounding them.